I hear things.
All right. It's crappy 80 cent music. I think we lost Dill. He's frozen.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Yeah, look at that. Oh man. Or he's just
wow.
having a
Maybe
stroke.
he needs fiber. So I have new fiber internet. So
Yeah.
maybe I'm more clear. Maybe not. It's the same, I'm sure.
Yeah. Actually, that sounds better for some reason. Like the minute a lot of it, actually, I wasn't tracking it before we went live. It didn't sound great. Now it's fine.
Well, maybe. Who knows?
Yep. So
All right.
Bill just texted. He's like, I lost connection. Like, yeah, we can tell. Yeah.
I mean, we're right back to the professional streaming version.
What
of this,
professional are you
so,
talking about?
yeah, we are very.
Although speaking of which, we should probably halfway pretend to be professional and introduce Glenda.
Oh. I think people can figure it out from context clues.
Yeah, probably. Well, we announced you already, so it's like up on the site, so they know you're coming. So, Glenda,
Okay.
I didn't know you were coming, so but hey, welcome.
And this is Sally the dog.
Right.
Cookies.
Glenda has a dog collection just like Christine.
Nice.
Yeah, I've got 3.
I've got 4.
Oh, lots of cats too. So
nice.
Right.
We need to stock up on cats. That's next.
Yeah. I need to get like a poster board of the animal race. Now, Dill's won, by the way, because he lives on a farm. It wasn't supposed to be a farm, but since it was, his wife started bringing animals in, and then they have goats and chickens and many cats and a parrot.
I was walking the 3 dogs through the park earlier this week, and this guy pulled over and rolled down his window and asked if one was a border collie, which is obviously yes. And then he said, well, she's beautiful. I have 18 dogs. And I thought, that's excessive, sir. I would not be telling people that.
It's Kentucky, though, man. I mean, that's not out of the question. They're not usually in the car all at the same time. Usually they're, actually the weirdest thing that happened to me was I like to do road cycling, and I live in a county with like kind of rural roads. And I was going down a road once, and there was a guy walking down the road with 50 golden retrievers.
Wow.
He had a crook and everything. I don't know where he was going. I don't know what that was.
Literally living his best life.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like, okay, whatever that is. Hey, Dill's back.
And we're back.
And he's back.
And you're back.
Oh my gosh. I don't know what it was. 3, 2, 1, and I was cut off.
Yeah, like immediately just got dropped. It's good timing.
Nice.
Might happen again. Good old country internet I got out here.
I'm amazed you got signal ever.
Quick follow-up from last week. We did
the skunk incident. Yeah, what was up with that?
It was a skunk incident, and unfortunately, there was no recorded footage of the skunk dying at my front door. But I did, we were able to figure out which blob on the camera it was, and all we know is that the skunk is dead, and it just appeared according to my cameras. So we don't know
that's the important point. Was last week Christine mentioned that the night before we did our broadcast, the skunk had died on her front doorstep, and I was like, did it die there, or did somebody drop it off? Because I could see a couple of different ways that was. So, and she has apparently 100 security cameras, none of which have a good angle on this.
Apparently, yeah. No, it had a great angle. It just doesn't record consistently. So that's great. So come rob my house, because you guys have a great, chance of not being recorded on any of these 50,000 cameras.
It's the one with power in her neighborhood. I think Bill's daughter just showed up. She want to be on the stream? I think she does.
But the skunk is dead, and my house smells a lot better this week than it did last week. So I'm very happy about this. But I did forget to put makeup on today, so yay.
Me too.
So I look like shit.
Dill, you got sound? Nope, your sound's out. Dill, your sound's good. This is great. Nope,
hello?
Now it works. What did you do?
Wait.
Nope. Don't move.
Okay, hold it right there.
Is it working?
Yeah.
I thought I shut it off because my daughter came down and I was talking to her about a spilling.
Okay, we heard a little bit of it, but nothing.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. You little bitch, and don't make me smack you again, something like that.
That's why I tried to turn it off. This is how I'm going to be broadcasting today. It's okay though.
That's all right. We might have another extra special guest coming in at some point. Just waiting for like chickens and goats to appear behind you.
Daddy, what does bullshit mean? I heard you say it.
I heard you say bullshit. Why would anyone have
this
sex
is
with a couch, Daddy? What does that mean? Explain that.
Oh my God. Janelle says
Yeah,
this is chaotic. I have to agree.
Let's leave that out
Oh,
of the
it
news.
totally is chaotic. Yeah. Yeah, Gwenda warned us before we started that she might have to jump up and take off because of dog stuff. And it appears that has happened. So we're just going to stall a little bit. It shouldn't
We
take.
don't have to stall. I mean, you know,
Not
we
really.
can just.
I'm just glad. So what's really funny is, Christine, since the skunk thing happened to you last week, like at least 3 different friends of mine have had skunk incidences very similar to yours. And
Is
so
there
I'm starting to
a
wonder.
skunkademic?
Yeah, well, you know how we've been doing those articles for weeks about the orcas attacking boats? Now the skunks are up to something.
Wow.
I don't know. I can't prove it, but
They're attacking front porches and losing.
Yeah, that's right. They're losing horribly. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a skunkademic.
Yeah, that's not. Well, actually, I was about to say I would not watch that movie, but it depends on who was in it.
I mean, as long as it's not smell-o-vision.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Cocaine
especially if
Skunk
it's
would be a good movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Cocaine skunk. Yeah. I'd watch it.
Spray
Yeah, I mean, we watched
stinking cocaine on your face.
Cocaine
There
Bear,
you go.
Cocaine Grandmother, Cocaine something, Grandma.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Mama.
Yes, sunshine. Anyway, but yeah,
Nature's Russians. Yeah, that's about right. Oh, Fuzzy Paws wants a question for you, Christine. What's up with the Xbox headset? Is that where it came from?
She found it at the local
I
Goodwill.
know.
It works
Everyone
pretty good.
complained because he couldn't freaking hear, and so I go and buy this $15 headset from Amazon, and you guys are
That's
like,
real
"Oh my
money.
God, you sound terrific."
It's a relative scale,
Okay.
but yes.
I'm a remote employee, man. I'm not going to spend $1 billion on a headset because no one's paying me for this shit.
Man, they're not buying it for you. Know that. I
No.
wouldn't. I
No.
get it.
Bonus, I've got my walking treadmill like right here, and I can just switch the button and it connects to my Taylor Swift iPad, which, helps me
You have a
work
Taylor
out.
Swift iPad?
I have an iPad dedicated to Taylor Swift. It has
Okay,
all
well,
of her concerts and movies and music on there. So
You're probably not the only person that does.
I feel like I'm not. I feel like this is normal.
I feel like you can
So
sell
basically, you haven't taken that headset off since our last broadcast. It's been
That's what I'm
24/7.
It's just,
Wears it to bed.
I'm sweating,
Flip
ear
a
sweat.
switch.
Yeah. It's good for
know.
ignoring
Cool.
people.
I'm a
All right,
remote
well,
employee.
let's get into some news here because I might have to be short on time this week, but we'll see how it goes. But first, where the hell is that button? There it is. Okay, here we go. First
look,
article.
news.
Oh my God, I loved this one. Trump
Oh, yeah.
has taken the stage in Chicago in front of is it NABJ?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. The joke is that he heard the BJ part of it and thought, well, what could go wrong?
Oh, no.
National Association of, I don't know what BJ is, but I'm in. So at any rate, so this cropped up about 2 or 3 days ago where the National Association of Black Journalists was meeting in Chicago, suddenly out of the blue announced that Trump was going to speak there. And everybody was like, what?
I believe this is what's called catfishing.
It was like, what? Okay, like, first of all, how did that happen? Why did you agree to it? And so the Fark headline that we agreed for the live thread is that none of this is a good idea. And boy, was it not a good idea. So what followed is I follow Aaron Rupar on Shitter. By the way, if all the journalists would get off of that site, I could leave it too, but you guys got to quit posting stuff over there. But at any rate, he clips all the Trump stuff, which is great because then I don't have to watch that because it kills me. But he managed to put together, it was a 35-minute speech in front of the audience, and he got 11 minutes of footage that's terrible. Which is,
are we watching all 11 minutes here today?
No,
You say terrible. I say it was pretty great.
Well, that's what you're looking for. It's cringy, I'll tell you that.
It's definitely cringy. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, oh man, it's like, don't say this in front of black people. Oh my God, there he went. Like, there were just no edits.
Which is why it's pretty terrific.
Yeah, it's all text. It's like, I'm a racist. I'm a dictator. Like,
it was sheer insanity from start to finish. But I'll get it to the bonus part that everybody's talking about here. I think I got a cue.
Here we go.
Right in here.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly, very
indirectly.
much.
We went to different schools together.
She was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She is always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect
historically
either
black
one.
college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do
And
you
I-
believe
Oh my
It's almost
God.
as though Nikki Haley was, in his brain.
Yeah, I mean, probably. I think she is. I don't think he knows that they're different people.
I think
Right.
he was in his own brain. That's how he is. Oh my
Wait.
gosh.
Like, this was so bad that I just described it to my wife and she about passed out. And then I
Oh,
was like,
I
oh, well.
just no one would believe it.
I
was
love
real.
the audience reaction. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't in front of his adoring crowd like he
Right.
was usually. And so usually we hear all the cheers and accolades and, oh my God, he's wonderful. But now we hear the audience.
I mean, it's almost like he has an aide that he's listening to, and that aide is just like, let's just tell him a bunch of shit. Like, black people hate Kamala Harris. Just go out there.
Yeah, that'll work. Try it out. Yeah. Well, that actually is kind of where he was going with it, with his racist stuff, was is he's basically trying to say she's not black, therefore, not one of you, vote for me.
You guys shouldn't like her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Crazy.
What are you talking about?
Vote for
Turns
me.
out,
I identify far more with the black people than she does.
yeah, I mean, well, it turns out that black people, and I could say this truthfully because I have black friends. I got more than one black friend. Don't tell black people who black people are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's like rule number 0. That's like,
Yeah.
while swimming, don't drown. I mean, anyway, it's a whole mess.
Or maybe don't just assume that people are just going to vote for color. It's just a thought. I don't know.
I mean, that's too sophisticated level for him.
Yeah, that's like next level stuff. That's like thinking one step ahead. Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, what if she could turn? I mean, the implication is she could turn into yet another race at any day, at any time.
She's
That's
Hawaiian
her
now.
superpower.
Yeah,
She's got superpower.
exactly. A really bad superpower. Maybe he's been watching The Boys, because I think that was. Yeah. So anyway, I don't spend too much time on this, but here, I'm going to send the super cut to the chat because this deserves. Everybody should have a look at this. Unless you're like horrified by this man, you don't want to see any more of it, in which case don't do it. But so that kicked off yesterday and knocked a whole bunch of stuff out of there, including. So my favorite thing to do is anytime there's national news like this is to look for sidebars, which are, there's usually 100 other media events that kind of cascade off of this. And usually the funniest ones get lost in the weed, in particular this one.
Oh, the N-word political committee materializes during a Trump interview with black reporters.
So in the middle of the interview, somebody filed a PAC at the SEC called, I think it was N-words for Trump. I have to look this up.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like right in the middle of it. Yeah, N-words for Trump. There it is. Filed at 5 p.m. right in the middle of his talk.
But it was spelled out like with a hard R, I imagine.
Yeah,
nice people for
say,
Trump is what you're saying. That is.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, we'll never know what that word is, actually. Yeah, very well.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't think it was real, but
not a hard R. Okay, so Uncle Togi said not a hard R, but still nuggets.
It was the A variant. Oh, okay.
Interesting. All right. Because I'm not work. I mean, this is literally my work computer. I'm not.
There's Ninjagos, says Monty. That's probably what it is. It's the Ninjagos.
We've got so many better ideas than what it really is.
I love it.
But anyway, meanwhile, there's an interesting problem here because of this.
And JD Vance, who's the VP candidate with biracial kids, calls the Trump race slur hysterical.
Ah, that's funny. Yeah, his wife's Indian.
Yeah.
He thought it was funny.
It was so hilarious.
I know. So the reason why I brought this up, and also it was like really cool that Gwenny could join us here too, because I asked her earlier, I was like, have you actually read this damn book? Because apparently it's charting again.
Oh, the Hillbilly.
Oh yeah, it's number one. Number one. Immediately.
Number one? Is it really?
It went to number one on Amazon immediately as soon as he was named.
Do you think it was because didn't the Republican Party, they like buy their own books and shit?
Sadly, publishing put so much money into making this book a success that they didn't have to do that with this one.
Oh no, that's too bad.
Oh.
Yeah, and he has a new book out as well that's selling well.
What's
the
it
New
called?
York Times gave a decent review. What is the new? I have not read the new
The
one.
couches of my days.
Yeah, the couches of my youth.
The
I'm
couches,
not sure what it's called.
couches of Paris.
Love couch. Love sex.
This cushion is just for pushing.
Yeah, that's probably it. Yeah.
That's a
I do love
terrible.
that when you Google J.D. Vance book, one of the first things that come up is J.D. Vance is a fake hillbilly. A book called J.D. Vance is a fake hillbilly.
Yeah, so actually, I wanted to talk about that because Gwen has actually read it and is from Eastern Kentucky, so that's a couple of good that's a good combo. Right
Yeah.
there. I've not read
I
this
mean,
book.
it's a terrible book. It's absolute bullshit. He only ever spent summers in Appalachia. He basically mischaracterizes the entire region and everyone in it as lazy and sort of poor people get what they deserve, and if they were smart, they could get out like he did. And a lot of just, I mean, honestly, I blame publishing. Like, this seems to be like a perfect storm of timing. Like, they wanted a book that would explain the Trump phenomenon when this came out. And of
Right.
course, it was anti-Trump, right, at first.
Yeah.
And every Appalachian writer I know hated this book from the moment it came out. Someone would bring it up like neutrally, and the entire room would just erupt into boos and hisses. It's also just poorly written. But you know, publishing and all of the literary critics gave it good reviews at the time because they thought it was super insightful. Because guess what? If you basically confirm stereotypical beliefs about Appalachia, everybody's like, well, that's what I thought. I feel superior now.
I knew it.
Exactly. But I mean, that's basically it. And also, my favorite comment about him, from anyone online, was someone who was like, I can't prove this, but I feel he's related to the Hamburglar.
Yeah. Could be. Just get a little hat on there. Yeah. I think his plans are about as good as the Hamburglar.
Yeah. The Hamburglar has more friends.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Vance has negative friends.
Oh man.
We actually
more popular.
we spent about 5 or 10 minutes. Actually, I don't know how long it was talking about having sex with couches last week because.
Oh my God! Well, you can't disprove that you can't disprove a negative.
No, I asked AI. AI said he's never said when it happened. So then that means it must be true. But then after we were done, this dropped. This is from February.
Vance is now being ridiculed after dolphin-based social media post.
It's almost like he doesn't understand the internet.
That's it. I think you got it. Among other things, so I went and I pulled the Fark archives of every story that Vance has ever been in there, and most of it was around his dumb stuff he was saying during the Senate race, all of which has been repeated since. Somebody dug this one up. This was on our list too. I don't know if they got it from our list, but it turns out that he had posted for some reason a photo of a dolphin trying to have sex with somebody, and we know this because that was the caption. But what happened is that the caption said, here it is, I'll highlight it. Woman gets violated by a dolphin and enjoys it. The problem is that in the caption, the word women and dolphin were highlighted, which meant that somebody looked for that. Him.
Yeah. Got it.
Yeah. Oof.
Okay. So let's
you
gotta look out for those.
Did he leave like his whole blog up? Just like, what an idiot.
His
Those
wife
Appalachian dolphins are ruthless.
Yeah, they are. They sneak up on you because you never expect that. I mean,
I would rather fuck a dolphin than JD Vance, and I stand by that statement.
Oh, you need to make t-shirts. T-shirts. Yeah,
I approve of this message.
That's right. I approve this message. Kamala Harris
Stamp on it.
Yeah. Oh, one more Vance thing though. I found this.
Having taken orders, the Chinese factory must actually make massive AI slop gorilla sofas.
So what's going on here for a little bit of backstory is that so the Chinese have factories that can make damn near anything. And since that's the case, they have started basically just producing AI ads that are kind of based off of your own preferences, assuming they can get those right. And then they will serve advertisements to you for things that you might like a giant full-size gorilla couch. The problem with this is that if somebody orders this, they have to make it. And it turns out they've had so many orders, they've now started a whole company to do this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow that money. Look at that
This
thing.
is like for Gorilla Grodd. This is like for the people who are deep into the slash fic about Gorilla Grodd and whoever.
Yeah. There you go. There it is.
This just in, the gorilla couch will cost you $8,203.
Wow.
It's
I
expensive.
hate it.
Yeah.
At that price point.
Yeah. What does it say shipping is on this? Is it another $8,000?
I mean, it's from China, so it's 32 cents.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, it's probably free shipping.
Yeah.
I was going to order
8
one, but I
years.
don't have a $8,000 laying around, so I guess
I'm looking on Temu as we speak.
The Temu's probably got one of these, or Temu, or Harry.
I'm on AliExpress.
Oh, there you go. All right, excellent. Well, you guys see if you can find a orangutan. Look, they come in all the different colors. This is great, and I guess
Got a baseball glove.
Oh, there you go.
There
that works. Yeah, in case you want to have sex with these guys over here, I'm gonna flip you bigger. Here's the price. Here, put that back up again.
Yeah, there you
Ta-da!
Oh wow! It's on AliExpress.
Reporting. I'm doing some reporting here.
Such a deal.
Wow.
Oh, I think I just accidentally ordered it. Let me.
Oh, yeah. Just I cannot wait to, yeah. Oh, well, let us know that goes.
I bought this.
Yeah, I guess what? Yeah, good news is it's not alive. The bad news is it's $8,000. So.
Yeah, for $8,000, it better be alive and give me hugs.
Yeah,
or a really good time.
Or a really
American
good time.
Bada freed Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich asked captors for an interview with Putin.
Yeah, so this is another sidebar article.
Badass. That is
badass.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Badass.
I was like, what is a Bada?
Bada.
Bada?
Thanks.
Yeah, so this is the guy who was captured. A couple of interesting details about this. So they've been holding this journalist now for a long time. I can't do the math, but they stole him. They kidnapped him while he was out there doing a report on people who were being kidnapped in Russia. And then while he was there, I guess he got on the list and he got kidnapped in Russia, and he's been in prison ever since. This morning they announced that they've got a prisoner swap deal. It's a really complicated one involving guys in prisons in Czech Republic and in Ukraine, in the United States, and then and 2 first-round draft picks from the next NBA draft are in there too. I don't know how that happened. But at any rate, a part of the deal for getting out of prison is that you get to, let's see, there's a couple things you get to do, but one of them is you have to specifically write a letter to Putin asking if he can let you out. Yeah, no, it's a done deal, but you got to write the letter.
Yeah.
And so in the letter, at the end, he finishes it with, and by the way, if you're available for an interview, let me know. This is what he said to them. That's pretty badass.
That's hardcore.
Okay. Well,
dear Vladimir, thank you for your hospitality.
Dear Penthouse.
Yeah. They said he's fluent in Russian. He's been there for like 16 months, so he learned fluent Russian.
I mean,
what else are you going to do, right? I guess. I don't know.
Well, I look forward to, obviously he's going to write a book and it will be great.
Mm-hmm. Actually, so they did say that's the other thing. You get to keep all of the stuff you wrote while you're in there. He's got a manuscript. He came out with one. So
amazing. Yeah. Maybe more.
I mean, what else are you going to do on it, right? Might as well get a book going because, you got to be sitting there thinking, if I get out, this is a bestseller. It's awesome.
Well, right. And he can go everywhere and talk about journalistic freedom. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he kind of made the ultimate sacrifice, too. So,
yeah.
So, anyway, he's free. He's coming back. He's going to see his mom if they haven't met up already. It's a good story, but brass balls on that guy.
Yeah.
Speaking of which,
bring it on, Maduro. Elon Musk is accepting a Venezuelan president fight challenge.
Another Musk fight won't happen.
Did he ever fight Facebook?
No. Facebook, no. Facebook. No. So actually, to back it up, he had a fight on with Zuckerberg until Zuckerberg's mom intervened. No joke. She actually said,
was it Zuckerberg's mom or Musk's mom?
Well, I don't know now.
I don't remember.
Somebody's mom got in the middle of it all.
Yeah. I thought it was
ruined it. One of their moms. It was just someone named Mom who was like,
yeah, maybe that was
the whole thing off, and they were like, okay.
Yeah. Well, probably the last fight. No, he didn't, because Zuckerberg actually, one of his hobbies is MMA.
Right.
And one of Musk's hobbies is sitting on the couch. It's not going to work out.
A gorilla couch.
Ketamine. He also is doing a lot of ketamine.
Yeah. Also not really good for MMA skills, but maybe.
Yeah, it was Musk's mother.
It was. Oh,
that's what I thought. Yeah, because we all knew that Zuckerberg would just annihilate Musk, and so Musk had to bring his mommy in to be like, yeah.
Gotcha. So, and actually, this isn't Musk's fault necessarily. So, what happened was, to back it up and go to the real news story, Venezuela had an election a few days ago, and the guy Maduro, who was the previous president, was in exit polls was getting 31% of the vote, but somehow won by 51% of the vote. Huh? How strange.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot of riots and protests, and we'll see if it sticks or not. But at any rate, Elon Musk switched from his usual posting semi-racial stuff and videos of Starlink satellites being launched into the air. Switched from that to talking about how awful it was that somebody would steal an election, which is
Oh
interesting.
my God.
Who he's backing. Well, he mouthed off so much that Maduro challenged Musk to a fight, and Musk is like, "Sure, I'm in. I'll do this."
Oh my God.
His
And
mom better be told.
I was
Yeah.
like, he needs some backup from his mommy this time.
Yeah, he probably does.
I think they should challenge the mom to a fight.
Yeah, no, actually, I know. If I had to guess who the biggest badass in that whole group is. It turns out Maduro's kind of like puffy and old, also. So they'd just be like, they'd probably just fall down on each other on Twitch for 5 minutes until the bell rang, and that's somebody's fetish for sure, but not mine. I'm not going to watch it. But we'll see how it goes. Maduro also first asked to survive the challenge of 2/3 of his company is standing in his front yard screaming at him right now and has been for 4 days straight. So if he gets past that, maybe we'll see a fight. But I don't know. He's got some work to do.
I don't understand this new. I don't know. It's not really, the word isn't generation, but this new, everyone manly must fight and must, like, yeah, like I don't understand from Trump to Musk, like, it's, come on. It's
How do
ridiculous.
you ladies know how we fight like that? That is how we
That's how I envision it.
Come at the deal.
That's how it is. Behind closed doors.
Yeah, we just
Like Muppet typing. That's how you guys fight.
Masculinity and toxic
Exactly what
crap.
we do.
Yeah, I hate it. Just
Yeah.
go read some poetry and be one with the earth.
I think they
Like-
should have to have a slam poetry fight.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I like
Oh.
that.
A rap battle, sort of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, these are way better than actually having fights. So what Monty suggested is attaining your balls. It's not really content.
Isn't that the same as like bleaching your asshole in the sun? Remember when that was a thing?
So strangely, it is not the same, but it is adjacent.
I mean, it's close enough.
Yeah.
Now you tell me. I've been doing it for years.
We should have read the instruction manual on this a while ago.
Try a little sunburn down there. Ooh-wee.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, this is kind of a follow-up from many weeks.
Olympics triathlete rips officials after swimming in the Seine. Felt and saw things that we shouldn't think about.
You swam in a sewer. Okay.
Yeah, so we've been covering this story for weeks now, going back to when the mayor of Paris first said she would swim in the Seine. The Seine has not been clean enough to swim in since 1920. I think so. It took some doing, and the problem is every time it rains, that all the poop flows right back in there, and you're kind of over it. So anyway, so they claimed the other day for the triathlon that the Seine was ready to go, and so they sent the triathletes through there. And felt and saw things we shouldn't think about.
It's just a Baby Ruth. It's just a candy bar.
As far as you know. I mean, there was one other.
I just don't.
I
I don't
feel like
understand.
they should have found a murder victim. I mean, I feel like
They
I can't
probably
believe they
did.
didn't. Yeah,
They
that's
probably
true.
rubbed against one and thought it was
Yeah,
another
we-
swimmer.
Yeah. There was another article along the same lines that came out, so this one is good. There's
And the poor Olympic
Throws up.
triathlete is throwing up
God.
after swimming in the filthy river.
These
yeah.
poor
Did they
Oh.
swallow it, or was it just that
Oh,
gross?
I'm sure they
Oh.
got some in their mouth.
Yeah, they did. They did say that it was impossible not to drink it. But what was interesting about this article was this is almost a repeat. except
antibiotics for
again,
everyone.
I mean, yeah. Well, so it turns out one of the triathletes, one of the guys, I think he was from the U.S. Let's see here. Is that guy from the U.S. Canada was the guy who was throwing up. Let's see here. They quoted a guy. Okay, USA Seth Ryder revealed that in order to prepare for the race, he's been not washing his hands in order to build up a tolerance.
Oh my God.
It gets worse. Like, check out this quote right here. You want to read it, or can you?
In preparation for this race, I knew there was going to be some E. coli exposure, so I've been trying to increase the threshold by exposing myself to a bit of E. coli in day-to-day life. Asked how he's exposed himself to more bacteria, Ryder added, "It's a proven method backed by science. It's just
But here's
little
the best
things
part.
throughout your day, like not washing your hands after you go to the bathroom." stuff like that.
And stuff like that. It didn't work. He finished 29th.
Yeah,
Good plan, though.
I mean, yeah. Here's my question though, and this is a serious question. So like they're swimming in this filthy river, right? But then they also have aren't they like competing in surfing in like Tahiti?
Yes, right, because there's
Yeah.
no
So
surfing.
why can't we just send like, hey, the river's disgusting. Don't risk your health over there. Let's just go to Tahiti and join the surfers and go there.
Christine, we don't want to offend our hosts. We're going to swim in their shit-filled river.
Yeah.
And smile while we do it.
Like, I didn't know that was an option until I saw what's his name, Colin, whatever, broadcasting.
Oh yeah, Colin Yost was down there.
Yeah, he was there, and I'm just like, hey, they're surfing in Tahiti. Why can't? Hey, the river's disgusting.
Yeah.
Go to Tahiti. Go to Hawaii. Go to fucking Alaska. And I don't know.
Yeah, a regular Alaska even. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the part of the problem was they spent so much time and money cleaning the Seine up. I mean, and after the mayor swam in it, and they were like, you know what, like we're using this, like we don't care what it takes, and we're going to do it, and they did.
It didn't work.
This is coming from someone who lives near Houston, which is near Galveston, and I wouldn't touch Galveston water. That's
or let a match near it.
Brain-eating parasites.
You would if the Olympics told you to do it.
No, I would not. I would quit the Olympics.
Get in there.
That's what it would take. That's what it would take.
Nope.
Nobody's voluntarily doing it otherwise.
You want a gold medal? Get in.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, this is a good one.
Watch a blowtorch wielding robo dog kill weeds.
Yes, I need that.
Yeah. So Boston Dynamics. That's obviously the Boston Dynamics basic package right there. It's a Texas A&M researchers. I don't know how I'd say probably the engineering class developed a robot flamethrower that basically can. I'm going to mute that because the music.
I hope it lifts its leg to get the weeds.
Oh, that would have been so much better.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah, no kidding. How did they not think about that? Anyway, what it does is it blowtorches the main stem of the plant to kill it. Supposedly, it says it gets 95% of the weeds, and they didn't say what the other 5% was. It was healthy plants, I guess. I don't know. Didn't say.
So,
yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah.
They spent all this money on a robodog, and all it can do is kill weeds.
Well, I mean, it's a good thing there's no possible military application, is my thought. Good thing, right?
Right. It's for weeds.
Yeah, weeds. Uh-huh. Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It kills weeds, and that's it.
What in the world? Get out of that page.
We got
gross stuff on it.
Oh, this is cool.
Oh, NASA Mars rover finds first compelling detection of potential fossilized life on the red planet.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah. So this is pretty good because they found possible life on Venus last week, so they're on a roll.
Yeah.
Good timing. But yeah, so a good friend of mine is a geologist, and he was saying, I could read the article, but it's about rocks, and I don't know about rocks. But he did say that if we found a rock like that on Earth, it would have fossils in it. And that's why they're really excited, because there's not really any good non-fossil explanation. There's a problem, however. The problem is that in order to know for sure, we have to go get it. And it's on Mars.
So go get it.
The other problem is bring it back to Earth, where it'll be just fine.
That's the easy part.
Alien rock.
How do we know it's a rock? How do we know it's not like an alien egg?
Well, we don't.
Thank you.
Yes. Yeah. I guess we don't know that. They didn't say. They did say that so far that it's going to be a while before this thing gets back, because initially they were going to have it back by 2026, which is great because I could have actually seen that. But it's gone over budget a little bit, and now it's going to be 2040.
Wow.
Assuming they ever greenlight it, and they haven't. So,
assuming we still have a planet in 2040.
2042. Next pandemic. Mars rock pandemic.
Yeah, Mars rock pandemic, exactly. Comes back. Face huggers hatch out of this thing. Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to hatch and overtake Earth. Please.
Yeah. So I will say that the scientists over at NASA are pretty excited, and you can tell because normally anytime you go, hey, is it alien life? They're like, no, you've got to be kidding me. There's no way. This time they're like, maybe. So they're really excited. That gives you some idea.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah.
The dog needs to go out, I think.
What about this Venus virus? When are we going to get that thing?
Oh, that's on deck. That's coming anytime soon. So we got a dog break going on here. Let's roll to the next one here. What we got? Tick. Oh yeah, here we go.
Purdue University president says the proposed IDOE diplomas do not meet Purdue's admission requirements.
Oh,
Idaho?
Indiana.
Oh, Indiana.
What is
What are
that?
you
What
doing?
is a? I don't know
So
what that is.
I can. What's happening here, and this is my simpleton view because I
Oh,
don't remember
it's also a simple
school.
idea.
Indiana has changed or they're trying to, or they did change the high school graduation requirements, and it's very controversial. So I guess they made it easier. I don't know
They made it so that
exactly.
it focused more on trade skills and not on science.
Yeah, so
Oh.
they're basically wanting Indiana graduates from high school just to be factory workers, and
Right.
that's it. Nothing wrong with that, but
So
they
like
want everybody to be
Texas.
that. They're taking
Yeah,
away
everybody.
high-end accolades for academics and just putting in this, oh, you're good to work at, worker bee jobs kind of thing.
I love it. Let's do it. Yeah, that's exactly what it said. Just like Texas. I mean, we don't need no
Pretty
stupid
close.
diplomas.
Well, the difference is
Well,
Purdue University popped off and said, "Hey, if you guys actually pass this,
yeah,
this does not meet our admission requirements. I mean, Purdue University, which is in Indiana, will not accept Indiana high school graduates."
exactly. Yeah, we can't go to college anymore, but hey,
No,
whatever.
it's fine.
Hmm.
Yeah,
This is fine.
yeah, it's fine.
Everything's great.
Yeah,
I love it.
good luck with that. Good luck with that. I just like it because, like I said, if it wasn't for Ohio, Indiana would be the second dumbest state. But Ohio's got that locked up.
We're
So good
number
news.
one.
Are you sure it's
Right.
Ohio? Because again,
yeah.
we got Florida, we got Texas.
It's actually Ohio.
And this Dutch city has been sinking for hundreds of years.
Yeah,
You
Gwenda
got
sent me
time
this.
to get your stuff out, I think. Then
No, the important thing is this is where Gouda is made. And if
Oh,
it's safe,
no.
no more Gouda.
The city of Gouda. It's where they make cheese.
Oh, isn't that Olympian posing with Gouda cheeses and stuff? There's a
Do I have one? No.
Olympic
Yes.
lady.
I mean, this is climate change thing is real now. It's coming for the cheese. We really have to get a handle on this.
We're gonna lose an entire section of cheese. So I did not realize. Like, here's how fast it's sinking. Because I'm like, oh, what is it, like an inch every century? No, it's a meter every
No.
century.
Yeah.
That's a
How many
lot.
American Eagles is that?
6.
How many wheels of Gouda cheese is that?
I don't know. Never got through one. I don't know. This seems to be pretty big.
Wow. Well, that's
Yeah, they
sad.
said that this has been going on for a while. It's been accelerated by climate change, but they said the way they used to deal with this is that every time the ground would sink about a meter, they would simply destroy the house and then build a new house on top of it.
Yeah.
Solved. Just
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
so there's like water basements and stuff way down in there.
pretty much. That's kind of
Yeah.
what they said. Though. I figure like houses may be more expensive today is the problem.
Yeah.
Because
Well.
it's trying to find where they said.
I feel like Houston's right behind. I mean, with all of our hurricanes and storms and flooding, like we're right there.
Yep.
Indiana's the last safe bastion on earth. Everybody come here and don't worry about education. We don't need you if you got education.
Roads or roads are
Roads are crap.
Yeah.
But we'll be fine. Well, there's tornadoes though.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
mind.
Okay, but other than that, it's fine.
It's fine.
Exactly. But yeah, here's something they they either fix this or they move the. Actually, they said they did something interesting. They said they developed some kind of a moat that they put around the city.
Yeah.
Is that going
Yeah.
to save it?
Well, it slowed it down. It said so.
Ooh.
So now they have longer to destroy all the houses and then build new houses. So that ought to work out.
I mean,
I don't see why that
busy. You make the
Yeah.
cheese and you destroy
Yeah,
the
do
house.
something. All right, this one's a quick one.
Eat something, Al. Reverend Al Sharpton's unrecognizable appearance in a new photo comes under attack from critics who say he's lost too much weight.
So
Ozempic.
yeah, we all know what Al Sharpton looks like.
Looked.
Here it is.
Whoa.
What do you think?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Is that the same guy?
is
I,
it?
think I don't know. Maybe.
Some same dumb expression.
Yeah, he's doing the thing everybody else is. He's claiming that he has a new diet regimen. That
Right.
whatever. Just tell everybody it's bariatric surgery and Ozempic. We don't care.
Yeah.
Ozempic.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the whole story right there. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Ta-da!
Next.
Ta-da.
A Maine man tried to rob a bank from the drive-through.
So that's
He's
great.
got
But
the
first,
same
check out
head
this
I
mugshot.
got.
Look at that mugshot.
That is
That's super villain.
It is.
It's like Lex Luthor. I
Megamind.
mean, yeah, Megamind. I mean, wow, that's amazing. Well, he turns out he's not all that smart because what
No.
he did was is that he went to the drive-through in Portland, Maine, and put a a note in the tube that said he needed $50,000 in stacks of 20s, or he was going to blow the whole place up. And the teller was like,
Oh.
all right, well, it's not my money. So they somehow shoved all that, because I think it's a lot, because I think like one stack of 20s is $10,000. So anyway, they got them all in there. And he drove off. And the problem with his plan is that he lives in the same town.
Oh.
So he just went home. And eventually somebody saw him going to the grocery store with a bunch of 20s.
Huh.
Yeah. Like,
so then
He went,
I think we're losing Dill. Are we losing Dill?
I think he's shifting through time again.
Yeah, I think warping.
He's going through time. Oh my God.
Uh,
Dill, what is the future like? What is it like in the year 2026?
Can you hear me?
Sort of. It's coming back. There. Okay, it's coming back. How far did you go this time?
Well, don't worry about it. It's
right
not
back.
good.
I didn't figure.
The future sucks, is what you're saying. Big surprise.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
that great. Yeah.
Can you hear me or no?
Great.
I'll shut it off.
No,
Yeah,
we
we're
can now. Yeah, you're back.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
This mastermind guy, he got a haircut like mine, is making me nervous. That's why.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. Yeah. Well, I think the moral of this story is, if you're going to rob a bank of any kind, don't live in the same town. Like, go
Well, I was
somewhere else.
asking, like, so he left the drive-through and went and spent some money, and I mean that seems like a lot. I thought they could get him in the drive-through.
That's
Well, they
yeah.
said yeah, they got him 6 days later, but like he lived like in the same town. Like Portland, Maine is not that big. It's like, what is it, 100,000 people maybe? Yeah. I don't know.
Matter
I
of
mean,
fact.
like I said, if you're gonna rob a bank, do it in a different town. Don't
Do it in a different town and maybe go in.
Definitely not a small town. All right, and then we
Got
got
it.
this one.
Got any more advice before I go out?
Oh yeah, here's some more. I got a bunch more.
Friend says naked man passed out in stranger's home is usually a pretty good guy.
Usually.
Usually.
Look at that face.
Look at
at
the
him.
face,
Look at his face.
though.
So this is one of those that goes on for days. I'm going to try to compress it down as much as I can. But what happened is that there was basically, so the homeowner that found this guy found him in his house naked and asleep on the couch, surrounded by empty and broken bottles of wine. Turns out he had also tried to cook dinner in the kitchen. He had also taken a shower, which is probably how he became naked. And he'd also sampled a lot of cigars out of the guy's cigar collection that he found while he was there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So he wasn't hard to arrest because he was completely passed the hell out when the cops showed up. But the backstory is that apparently he'd been hanging out with some buddies, getting drunker and drunker, disappeared, and came back with some loot. And his friend said, where did you get the loot? And he said, oh, I just went into this house and stole it. And they said, put it back. So he said, okay. And then he never came back. And they were wondering what happened. Apparently he cooked dinner, took a shower, drank a couple bottles of wine, smoked a bunch of cigars, and passed out on the couch. And then he got caught.
Who among us?
do.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I did that before, but what's great is, so my favorite thing in all is to read all the way down to the bottom of these articles, because sometimes there's a golden nugget at the end, and boy, is there one ever. Right all the way down at the bottom, they're interviewing the guy who owns the house, and he says it takes a while. It's
That is a long article. My goodness.
Yeah, it is. Oh, crap. I'm not going to be able to find this
Paid
thing
by
here.
the word over here. He
Yeah.
tried to cook food.
Yeah, here you go. This is the guy who owns the house. Final quote.
He locks his doors now.
I bet you do. I lock my doors now. Yeah,
Perfect.
so I think I know what the problem was in the first place. I had to guess.
Well, I would hope so. He's been advertised out in the newspaper
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
2 arrested after a brawl breaks out over unseasoned chicken.
This is another long one.
Yeah.
This is pretty good. Like, I think we need to like an Aristocrats of the Month article, because this is it. All right, so let me back this up. 2 people got into a fight because one of them was telling the other one, I'm gonna have to read this as we go because it's long. Said that wanted to know why the guy didn't season the chicken so they could cook the crust up. And he replied that he didn't know how to cook, but that his grandmother would do it. Then the woman called him a dumb dog. I assume it probably wasn't that. Became angry, shoved the woman on the table, punched her 5 times. And then it says another person came into the home and then fired a gun into the ceiling. Doesn't say
Oh
who.
my God.
They proceeded to fight each other, at which point the woman grabbed a very long knife and started trying to stab the original guy, who ran around the house for a while, went to his grandmother's room, banged on the door, told her that, I guess they all know each other, but told her that the woman was trying to kill him. And so she came out with a broom and started beating the woman with it. At this point, the man grabbed a can of Raid bug spray and sprayed the woman on her face in order to get rid of her. But in the ensuing tussle, she somehow got a hold of it and sprayed him in the face.
Oh my
What?
God.
Is this there's so much to unpack here.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I feel like it was more than just chicken.
I mean, chicken is pretty fucking
Chicken was a metaphor.
Maybe. I feel like there was like, couldn't have just been that. Like, I'm assuming there's probably a couple bottles of wine, some meth, some
romantic
long
evening.
family arguments, maybe a little politics, like, who knows, man.
It's chicken. It's very, very serious topic.
I want the recipe.
Yeah.
I want to make this chicken. How good is it? Because, man.
Right.
Not very good if it's unseasoned. I'd hit a bitch too.
There you go. Well, I think I see how it happened.
I cannot stop thinking about the weird as fuck evil twins storyline from Sweet Valley High. And let me just say that I am a total YA junkie, and Sweet Valley is my jam. Absolutely. I totally remember all of this happening.
Yes,
oh, thank God.
Me too.
I was hoping, so I asked Gwen about this because so the author died this week, which is sad. How many books did she write?
A billion trillion.
Well, like, I mean
other people
billion trillion have her name on them.
Yeah, I was going to say she started, I guess, but Kate, what's her name?
A bunch of people. I actually know someone who did one. So, like, yeah, like a bunch of people have done them.
Yeah.
But she did the outlines, I think, for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do either of you remember this particular storyline with the evil twin?
Yes.
It's crazy. There's also one where they go to, where they start like investigating a Jack the Ripper. Like they get on a trail of a.
They went to London, and I believe the twins' name, or the triplets' name was Margot.
Yes.
I recall. Wasn't it Margot?
I think it was.
And she had black hair or something, and then she dyed it blonde. But
yeah, Margot Chappelle.
Yes.
Oh,
I can't fucking remember shit. I can't remember mathematical formulas or shit that helps me with my motherfucking job. But I can remember a goddamn twin's name in one book of Sweet Valley High from 30 years ago.
When also every plot twist in Christopher Pike. I can remember these two things.
Yeah,
and she killed like she was a nanny or a babysitter, and she fucking killed her charge before she started stalking the twins.
That was her evil origin story.
Yeah,
because there was another one where she showed up with another evil twin of her own. Does ring any bells?
It was a hot mess. Like it just became ridiculous, and I loved every single fucking bit of it.
That's what everybody says. They're all like, like these plots don't make any sense. They don't have to. It's fine. We just bought them.
I'm pretty sure I have them all in my Kindle.
There was that quote going around from about Imaginative Truth from the Paris Review about how plots are for precocious schoolboys. Imaginative Truth is what matters, and the Imaginative Truth of Sweet Valley High was off the charts.
Yeah. That's kind of what they said. The interview's always like, it was great. It's like my high school had nothing going on. They had werewolves and vampires, Jack the Ripper. Even as many evil twins as anybody needed. That sounds like a fun thing.
When's this coming to Netflix so I can watch it?
Surely it's been out already.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
It was a short-lived series, I believe, on like the CW wannabe way back in the day.
Yeah. I think it's never been adapted well, but
no.
Like everything.
No, I mean, it's kind of hard to replicate the magic of, and Lila was such a dick. I loved me some Lila.
I'm going to have to start reading these.
I mean, they're great. I read
great.
them to my daughter when, she was a baby.
There we go. So, and then Dill found this. He sent it to me. I found a better one. It's older, but it's still funny. This is
right.
Yeah, this is a voiceover footage of a sea lion that got on a boat trying to get away from some orcas. Let's listen.
Oh my God!
Oh. Drive the boat!
What the? No!
Hey, drive the boat!
Oh God!
I told y'all wasn't gonna.
Did you see what just came up on my boat?
They wasn't gonna catch me. You see him out there circling your boat trying to eat me.
You gotta go.
I ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere. Trying to eat me.
Okay, you gotta go. You gotta go.
I ain't going nowhere.
You gotta go.
I ain't going nowhere.
Get off the boat.
I ain't getting off the boat. Jeff is right. I ain't getting off. Jeff is right. I ain't getting
Come
off
on,
the boat.
get in the water.
I ain't getting in the
Get.
water. You ain't making
Oh
me
my
get in that
God.
water. You see them out there, they waiting to eat on me. I told them
Oh my
fishy
God.
friends are food. They trying to
Oh my
eat me,
God.
lady.
I don't know what to do.
Man, I hope your boat's sturdy. Your tag's up to date, because look at it. They out there. It's about 7. They not be eating me today. I ain't going nowhere. I'm staying on this boat, lady.
You have to go.
I ain't going nowhere.
You can't be here.
I could be right here.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my
I
goodness.
don't know what to do.
You know what to do.
Where did you come from?
I came from the water.
I never even seen you out
I
there.
came from the water.
Look at him. Look at him out there.
This is crazy. I've seen this. Look at that.
Oh, look at him. Yeah. Look at his brother there. Look at his brother there. Look at his brother there, right there. Right there. You see him? You see him? Oh. See, they close. They close. They circling. Hey. Look at them. Look at them over there. Hey. See, they know I'm here now. They know I'm here.
I don't know what to do.
I know what to do.
I didn't know you were there.
Hey, they know I'm here,
Oh
though.
no. What do I do?
You need to drive the boat. That's what you need to do.
Oh my gosh, my goose pimples.
Yeah, goose pimples better than death pimples. I ain't getting off the boat. Look at it. Yeah.
I don't know what to do.
You know what to do, lady. Stop saying that.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to do.
You know what to do.
Oh, boy. I can't go anywhere.
Yeah, you can. Oh, you can go somewhere if you want to. Start it up and go. Just start it up and go.
Oh my gosh. That's so good.
That's all, but I'd seen the original. I did not see that voiceover guy. I think we've done some stuff with him before, right? I forget what his name was.
Yeah. That voiceover is excellent. Like even the fade outs when the camera's not looking at him.
Yeah.
So funny.
Great.
Yeah, we've seen some of his stuff before, but that was a particularly good one.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, let's see here. I got 2 more.
An old male bald eagle who adopted a rock as an egg has just been given a real foster baby.
Oh.
Isn't this an old?
Well, should we be enabling this? Should we really be enabling old eagles this way?
Yeah, so it turns out this is an old article. It was obviously they ran it on yesterday or 2 days ago.
Aww.
But it turns out it is about a year old. So, but
Yeah.
that news was I was able to look up what's happened since. So, yeah, Murphy here started. They said he started fostering a rock in the eagle pen. They've got some bird sanctuary where they bring him back. And then he started getting really sort of aggressive about it when other people would come to see what he was sitting on. Other birds, I mean, like I don't think he had a problem with people, but at any rate, he was trying to hatch a rock for a while, and they said it's not unusual. Male eagles will do that. They actually do share in the taking care of the baby thing.
Well, now I love him. Now I love Murphy.
And people kept suggesting, why don't you give him a bald eagle chicken? It's like, because we don't have an extra one. They're not just like lying around. Well, and then they found one.
Maybe just give him a better rock. Upgrade his rock.
Yeah, well, they found an actual baby eagle, so they were like, "All right, let's see what happens." And so they said that they said it lost its nest and it didn't know where its parents were, so they brought it in there and they said so they put it in a little tiny cage. They put it in there just in case Murphy was just kidding around with this rock thing. And they just sat there and waited to see what he would do with it. And it turns out that they left him in overnight. They can't afford cameras, so they didn't see what happened. But they came back and they said that they apparently had thrown a fish in there because that's what Murph feeds. And in the morning when they came in there, the fish was pretty much clean and the baby was fed.
Oh,
they're like, oh. So
that's a heartwarming tale.
Yeah. So eventually they lifted up the cage and they let Murphy raise the baby. Now this is an old article. This was from a year ago, and it turns out that the baby is now a year old and doing great because Murph did.
Yay!
Yeah. So there you go. Yeah, nice.
Yay!
If only Murphy had raised J.D. Vance, we might be having a different conversation about him.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I think the Rock would have been,
or at least ate him.
Yeah, his eyes out. Yeah, fed him to the baby eagle. Yeah, we could have gone with that too, I guess. So yeah, and finally, I like to go with cute animal stuff. I got one more. This actually is super cute.
Saving Squishy. A worker saves a kitten from being crushed inside of a recycling truck.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's kind of the main thing right there. But here's a picture of the worker, and then that's the kitten after they cleaned it up. They got reunited a few weeks later.
My trash is meowing.
Yeah, they found it. They found the kitten in the trash, and he grabbed him. And to me, the best part is that they named the kitten Squishy.
I
Oh,
love
that's
that
awesome.
name, Squishy.
Yeah,
Squishy the trash cat.
yeah. Squishy is not yet available for adoption because apparently they're still working on some stuff. But he's coming up soon. So if you want a cat that they found in a trash compactor, get in line. What is this
I
one?
mean,
The
I did
Rise
say
Again-
I need to start collecting cats now.
Yeah, that's
That's
right.
true.
Yeah, you do.
Want cats.
You do.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yes, that's right. Rise Again Animal Rescue. That's where he's at. So,
Well, I'm still a firm believer in the cat distribution system. So my daughter keeps like seeing cats when we go out to like PetSmart or something, and she's
Uh-oh.
like, "Cat distribution system." I'm like, "No, that's not how it works. They are literally for adoption in these cages. The cat distribution system is
Oh,
not
yeah.
you go into into PetSmart and pick one. That's
No, I
not
think
it.
you're saying that you found one outside of Walmart. Like, that's exactly how it works. But now if they're in cages
Nope.
already, no, that's not how that works.
Nope. She just goes into PetSmart and shows me them available for adoption, and she's like,
Yeah.
"The cat distribution system." Like, that's not how.
That's not it. No, that's the Walmart distribution.
She's very desperately trying. God bless her, but that's yeah.
Just wait. I mean, at some point, one of them's just going to show up. That's how it
right.
works.
That's what happens.
And that's exactly I'm not gonna. I mean, you guys as pet owners know, like and I had best cat ever, and when you get that one cat, I'm just like, I can't replace him. You can't just replace him. He's so it has to happen by chance. It can't
It
just
will.
be
It
planned.
will.
And I know
it always
will.
Yeah.
does. Yeah.
And
That's
100%
that
chance.
skunk on your porch was trying to get in.
I
and
was
trick
about
you.
to say,
It's trying to move
skunk
in.
is like he was
Like a bad
trying.
I'm a cat.
It had
I'm
a
a cat
toothbrush
lady,
with
let
it.
me
Like,
in.
wait a minute. What's going on here?
Yeah.
Wait, if you got a
He's
toothbrush. What's
trying.
going on?
But yeah, so no cats, but that's how I keep ending up with dogs.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, just wait.
So-
It'll happen at some point.
And
You
then
end up
pretty
with a head
soon it'll
dog
be
or,
a beta fish. Beta fish is
well,
next
those
on the list.
probably aren't rolling up out of nowhere, but
I mean, they could be.
sure. Yeah.
You don't know my
Yeah,
life.
do you remember the robot-controlled fish tank that we showed?
Yes.
The guy claimed that his goldfish was driving it. I'm not so sure, but something was driving it. So, either that or, that's still a great way to walk your goldfish. Is to put 'em-
Right.
I want to believe that the goldfish was
Right.
driving.
Well, it's kind of like, on TikTok, I'll occasionally see someone's Roomba out on the street, right? That's the Roomba distribution system.
Oh, yeah,
They
sure.
just go out there and,
Well, usually there's a cat on top of it. So if you just get one of those, you got a Roomba and a cat. That's how
yes.
Yeah, that's what you want. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. That's all that happened this week. I mean, I think we actually did hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, normally the joke is that we skip some stuff, but I don't know, man. We might have got it all that time. Let's see how it goes. Because usually we skip politics, and it's getting harder and harder because it's getting
Well, it's entertaining because we have hope again.
Yeah. Well, and also it's extra stupid. I mean, there you go.
And it's so stupid. Yes.
Yeah. Like one of you guys said, it did not have that on my bingo card. It did not have Trump calling people black people not black. It was like,
Well,
okay.
I think my favorite, I don't know, they're all my favorite parts, honestly, but it's kind of like he said, all the illegals are taking black jobs. And so
the black
he was
jobs, yeah.
asked to clarify.
Right.
What
black
are the
job?
black
I
jobs? He's
do
like,
love my black job is like
just
the way people
all the
just
jobs.
ran with it.
yeah. He tried to
Black jobs
clarify,
are all
well,
jobs.
if you have a job, it's a black job.
Yeah.
What?
He hadn't thought that part through. He wasn't sure. I mean, actually, I think he's got an answer. And he knows better than to say it. That's
No,
probably it.
I genuinely don't think that's it because
No, you're probably
we've known him to not give two shits. I think he just has these talking points and it's very surface level. So he has these like buzzwords in corporate world,
Yeah.
right? Like
Whatever
let's just put a pin in it. Nobody fucking or like we're saying out of pocket now because out of pocket means crazy. But yeah,
Yep,
so they're
coming
just,
up a lot.
they're just talking points and he doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He's just saying words because he hears them from someone else.
Yep.
Or he's learning
Also
them on his racist word of the day calendar.
Yeah, which I'm sure he's got actually. Yeah, he's got that one memorized. Yeah, and he also does it. I was noticing during the interview. It's a great way to stop people from asking more questions. Just keep rolling,
Yeah.
Let him get a second one in there. Because
Yeah,
what I
he
liked at the
started
end.
out pretty good.
Yeah, at the end of the whole thing, the 35 minutes is up, and the interviewer goes, "So let's talk about Project 2025," and the one next to her goes, Oh, I'm being told that Trump's people are pulling him now. It's like, yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that.
Get him out of there right now.
This is going so well so far. Why don't we just talk about that for a little bit and see how it goes? Yeah.
Well, all I have to say is America.
America.
How many oh, and then of course the big news being the Olympics, that somehow America did not come in number 1 in shooting.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It's because we're not aiming.
Someone, and I
That's what it is.
almost
shooting.
really hate to say it, but I'm not taking credit for this at all, but someone said, well, that's because it wasn't held in a school.
Oh, yeah. Sure.
Yeah, that was,
I like it.
oh, I like it, but I also don't like it.
but also,
Yeah.
Oh,
Also, a presidential rally. We
Because
kind of
it's
second
so
at those
true,
two.
unfortunately.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
but yeah, so we we have Simone Biles, and she's amazing and
Yeah.
incredible, and all the rest of our Olympic gymnastics team.
Yeah, she won another gold today, which I think brings her up to 15 million. Is that right?
Yeah, she broke. I think they broke records, and then there's some kind of drama as well with another gymnast from the 2020 something Olympic trials.
Oh, they're snagging off on each other. Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's like drama happening in the Olympic gymnastic world. I'm here for it.
Yeah, me too.
The problem is, if you're going to argue with somebody who just won an Olympic medal, you're going to lose, even if you're right.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like arguing with like a world record holder who is the GOAT, like who's been called the GOAT, like, and yeah, I just learned your name, then maybe you don't have a
check yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Don't pick on Simone, because that's something you're not going to win.
Yeah,
that's like it's like the Taylor Swift fans coming for you. That's what you're asking for, basically.
Yeah, get ready. People are going to tell you.
You don't want that. Do not want that.
No,
that's right.
But I want to see it.
I do want to see it.
And on that note, we're going to go out. We'll hopefully, I think we'll be back next week. I don't think anything's going on, so we'll see how it goes. Wenda, thanks for
thank you for having me. It's super fun. Nice to meet you guys.
You too.
Nice to meet you.
Everybody take care. See y'all.
And our outgoing screen